How's it going, everyone? My name is Trev Barnes. Thank you so much for joining me for another video today.
I got a new chair.
Now, a field that I've been wanting to get into and that I'm constantly working on to make sure that pretty much everything is perfect for it is sync licensing. If you don't know what sync licensing is, it's basically creating music specifically for TV, film, and video games. And my first album for that I've been working on is cinematic trailer music. I have absolutely loved making it so far. It's ridiculously fun. So that's what we're gonna make today. But before we do, did you know that a large majority of you who watch these videos aren't actually subscribed? So be sure to hit that subscribe button for something. Good karma. How about that? Subscribe for good. All right, let's jump into the video. So whenever I make these, I usually start with the chord progression. I'm actually going to do a random velocity on these. The reason that I'm doing that is because I want an overall softer hit, but I want variations to my velocity. It's very important that every note has its own velocity, because if you think about our fingers actually pressing a keyboard, you're not going to press anything the same. Let's see if that softened it up. I'm also going to add two very high. I've learned as well when composing for cinematic trailer music to kind of think of each section as a block. So yeah, I copied and pasted the same chord progression, but when we move on to this block, what are we going to do different? Every single section has to have something different to it. I'm also going to add this strike sample from Quantum. It's a free pack. I don't remember where I got it, but if you just type in Quantum free pack, I'm sure you'll be able to find it. Now, this sample itself has this lead up to it. So what we want to do is line it up to where the hit starts, so then we can have that little tail in the front end. I also think I'm going to change the piano I'm using to probably the soft piano. All right, I'm going to bring up Labs again, and I'm going to look for kind of like a distorted texture just to layer over it. Again, Labs is 100% free. Go download it, check it out for yourself. I use Spitfire Audio for most of what I do. I'm actually going to throw a distortion over this as well. Ooh, and what if we added like a tremolo over it? Like a really fast tremolo. Something like that. Let's see how that would sound. You know what would be cool to do if we could automate the tremolo? Because I think it being on the whole time doesn't necessarily sound the greatest. So what if we had it on starting and by the end of the tail, it was completely off? I can't hear it because there's a truck driving by my house. Let's go ahead and copy and paste that over again. All right, now I'm gonna add kind of like a deep drone. This sound is kind of cool. It kind of sounds like it's blowing the speakers. I don't think I'm necessarily a fan of that sound we got. Let's just go through our library and see what else we could find. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. So I found this pad called Nautilus Soft. It's in the Granular Whale Song pack. I think that fits pretty well. All right, and right here, I'm gonna start building up the song, and that requires a lot of layers. Cinematic trailer music is the onion of music. There's just so many layers. So I have these wide war toms, which honestly, it's just Logic toms with a bunch of processing on them. And if we listen to these drums back, they sound big, they sound massive, but we can make them sound better. And the way to do that is to flam them all. If you don't know what a flam is in percussion, when you hit one drum hit with both hands, one of the hits is slightly off. So it makes kind of like a doubling effect. And what we're gonna do is go in here and we are gonna slightly move one a little bit, and we're gonna take the third one and we're also gonna slightly move that a little bit. And this is the effect that it does. All right, now we are going to add some more low percussion. This is from Spitfire Audio's Originals Cinematic Percussion. And we are just going to keep on hitting. All right, now we're gonna add our high percussion in, and this is kind of just to sizzle it, make the hits sound a little more percussive. All right, we're gonna add another sample that layers really nicely on top. Again, it's from the Quantum Free Pack. I try not to use too many samples. In the sync world, that is very frowned upon. So these are really the only samples that I ever use, and it's just to give it texture. So during this part, we're really trying to build it up. We're trying to get the intensity. Cinematic trailer music is all about building it up just to bring it back down, just to bring it back up, just to bring it back down. There's never really a peak. For the most part, it's all about suspense. So I have this very soft, punchy kick. I'm gonna treat it like a heartbeat. All right, we're gonna look at Anna 2, which is included in Slate's All Access Pass bundle. But we're basically just gonna start adding some super distorted synths and risers. This one called Regurgitate. Ugh. Sounds like it could be a pretty good fit for what we're doing. While we're at it, have you guys subscribed yet? All right, so now we are going to add a riser or two. Again, we're trying to build up tension just to bring it right back down. I still don't think it's interesting enough. There needs to be some kind of motion to it. There's this really cool plugin called Steph FX. It's a step sequencer, and just this alone on it sounds like this. This preset Lo-Fi Tremolo, I think, sounds pretty good on it. And we're gonna add this bass drop from, again, the same sample pack. And this will be my last sample I use, I promise. All right, so now we are going to add in some strings. And for that, we're using Spitfire Audio's Epic Strings. So we're actually gonna automate the volume of these strings coming in. So then by the time it reaches the piano, we'll be at our full volume. Let's go ahead and add in like another string melody. We're gonna add that same melody to the piano as well. I'm also gonna add this cello moods. It's a really nice soloed out cello. Ooh, idea time. And we are going to change the chord progression to very triumphant and overcoming and inspiring. We're also going to change this piano to something more hard hitting. I think the original writing piano template should be good for this. Something more grand, yes. All right, so I added in a bunch of strings. And we're gonna add this lower layer, this distorted bass back. We're gonna layer that with this glide bass. We add more chorus on it as well. And I'm gonna add the heartbeat back in as well. And let's add these risers in, because again, we're just trying to build up as much tension as possible. I'm gonna record these war toms real quick, just kind of doing like a horse gallop type thing. All right, so I went ahead and I made an audio file of these war toms. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna automate an EQ to kind of bring it in. That way the toms act sort of as a riser themselves. All right, so we're gonna bring back a really hard hitting part. So we're just gonna stack a bunch of bass layers again. All right, so I've been going at this video for a long time. There's more to add to the track, but I'm just gonna go ahead and stop here. But we're gonna call this one Heartbeat, because again, that heartbeat kick, I love it so much. I just threw iZotope's Ozone 9 over it just to give it a quick little compression and mastering. I will be adding more to this and finishing it, but again, for video's sake, let's just go ahead and hear what we have so far. So I can tell you what I'm going to do with the track. I'm basically going to add the climax here and then add in this build up part one more time to end it. Typically trailer tracks are around like 2.5 to 3 minutes. And then I would add more like risers and cymbal swells and just little bits of ear candy that make each part unique and different. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me making a cinematic trailer song, I guess. Is it a song? I guess it's a song. I know it's very different than the usual indie pop stuff, but I'm not just an indie pop composer and producer. This channel is really just for expressing creativity and just doing different things. My long-term goal, my dream goal would to be full-time sync licensing. So I want to show you guys a bit of what that world looks like. But again, I hope you did enjoy it. My straw is very distracting here. If you are someone who needs mixing, mastering, composition, etc. for your project, there's a form down in the description. Please fill it out and I'll try to get back to you as fast as I can, but I would love to work with you. Also, oh geez, there's so many alsos. I will be live streaming more. Recently, we just had our first live stream called The Joy of Creating. It's just basically a live stream of doing this, just making music. I'm gonna be doing that more frequently, so be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you can be notified when I will be live streaming. But thank you guys so much again for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.